This semester we're teaching leadership and organizational behavior in the Walton MBA program, using Walmart as a living leadership laboratory the entire semester.
The class is a fusion of leadership theory and real-world practice. So our students are learning classic and modern-day leadership theories, and we're bringing them to life with real-world examples at Walmart. And so students can see how these concepts translate from the classroom into the real workplace, and they can understand at a deep level how to apply these concepts in their own careers.
One unique feature of this course is that each week we host an executive from Walmart. For example, this semester, Doug McMillan, CEO of Walmart, kicked it off. And then we've had Karen Shanahan, Chief Operating Officer of Walmart US, and Michael Arrett, who is the Chief People Officer for Walmart International. We chose Walmart because of their unparalleled size and scope. And if you look over the past 5 years, over 100 Walmart executives are now C-level executives at major companies. So they clearly produce lots of executives and C-level people. But in addition to that, if you think about it, they've got over 10,000 stores in 18 countries. And in the United States alone, over 150 million people visit their stores every week. So their size and scale is just massive.
And it's not just their size. Walmart represents a microcosm of all the greatest challenges that modern-day executives face, regardless of what company they're in. And the challenges align perfectly with the topics that we're covering in our course, from leading change, to navigating crises, to making tough decisions, to resolving ethical dilemmas, using power, persuasion, and influence, having difficult conversations, motivating people, and many others.
And it's personal for us. Walmart's here in Northwest Arkansas, and we're very fortunate to have such a strong partnership with them. If you look at this semester we've got 20 different senior executives speaking to our classes, and we have a great relationship with them.
Many leadership courses rely on case studies that are static. Ours is different. Our case is alive. Walmart leadership challenges evolve monthly, weekly, daily, even by the hour. And our students get to analyze and explore these challenges in real time.
These executives are prepared before they come to class. So we're teaching various theories, but we also communicate with the speakers about the theories we're teaching. So they then couch their presentations and answers in terms of these theories that we're teaching. That is very unusual. Usually when courses have guest speakers, the guest speakers just come and talk about the topic in general. Not in our class. They're talking specifically about what we're addressing that week.
This is an application-based course, and I think this is really where the value comes in. You know, these are academic concepts. They're theories and frameworks and principles. And, you know, in education, we know that there's a hierarchy of learning, and, you know, people learn at different levels. And memorizing frameworks and theories, that's the lowest possible level of learning. And so we designed our course to allow our students to apply these theories to real-world examples and interact with real-world leaders who are using these theories in their actual careers on a day-to-day basis. Now that's a much higher level of learning.
One example of one of these frameworks is the RAP decision-making framework. This is just one example. But we, of course, teach the framework and the theory behind it. But then we show how it applies to decisions that maybe Sam Walton has made, or Doug McMillan, or some other executive in the past. But then we have an executive come in and explain how they have applied it recently.
And throughout the course, they're using these theories and frameworks to create their own personal leadership development plan. And so they'll have this tangible resource to walk away with and benefit them in their leadership journeys for years to come. Taking that knowledge and creating something new and meaningful that will benefit them for years to come, that is the very highest level of learning.
We want students to leave this course confident that they can lead any team, any organization, in any kind of a situation, because we're giving them so many tools, so many frameworks, and they're understanding theories that explain what they're doing. Many leaders don't get that. They don't really know that. So we definitely give them tools and capabilities, but most importantly, we give them confidence. They can leave here and not only lead, but develop other leaders. And in addition to that, they're learning from some of the world's most successful executives.
And this is intentional. If you want to be the best, you should learn from the best. And here in Northwest Arkansas, with Walmart so close, there are outstanding leadership role models everywhere you turn. And so our MBA students need to look no further than right here in our very own backyard.
So far in this program, my most impactful takeaway is going to start pretty early in our process, and that's going to be when we completed the Big 5 personality assessment. Being able to complete that really allowed us to take a deep dive into who we are as people, and I think a lot of people don't take the time to do that, and so being forced to do that was actually really cool because we got to see things maybe we're good at, maybe we're not so good at, and that in turn is going to connect with the things that we have talked about in class, and so that's going to allow us to grow as people, and that is my biggest takeaway.
I think so far my biggest takeaway has been about the importance of relationships, both in our personal lives and every area of business, so managing a team, overcoming adversity, conducting negotiations. I think we've been learning those skills, as well as the importance of relationship and building those skills. And I think it's really reassuring that all of the relationships I've been building with my peers, and also the relationships we've been fortunate enough to build with the Walmart leaders we've seen and heard from, has been really impactful and encouraging in how I'll move forward in my professional life.
On Tuesdays, typically, we usually have a lecture that talks about different facets of leadership. The leaders who have come in are pretty much prepared for what we've been talking about, and so through that we've been able to experience real-world stories from these Walmart associates who are proven to be very successful. And that has been huge for us. Additionally, having Walmart as the 12th consecutive year Fortune 1 company in our backyard has put us at a huge advantage for growing and becoming the best versions of ourselves.
Because I've grown up in Bentonville, the connection to Walmart is super relevant and real to me as it is to many of our classmates. So hearing from this amazing group of leaders has been even more meaningful in motivating us to be successful in the opportunities that we're obtaining in class and also because of this class.
This course has talked about many ways to be a successful leader. And with those many ways, if you want to master all those traits, it comes with a lot of hard work and self-reflection. I hope that through this course, I will be able to do so. I want to be empathetic. I want to be an active listener. I want to be someone that someone can come to in times of need or even just to talk. And this course has done a great job so far of shaping that aspect of myself.
So far this year, we've already been able to perform a lot of case studies, done a lot of simulations, a lot of personality assessments, as well as having people in our life and all areas of our life actually evaluate us. So with an additional, sense of self-awareness, we've been able to learn a lot about ourselves, learn a lot about our business styles and what kind of leaders we would like to be. Similar to Cade, a lot of things that are driving me are empathy, integrity, being a dependable and hard worker. And I think getting to see a lot of these Walmart leaders and how they're applying those skills actively in their everyday life is really encouraging and has given us a lot to think about as we craft our leadership development plans that we're working on this semester. So, applying and accumulating all of this knowledge is just gonna set us up for success in the long run.